Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. As you can see, we're playing more Slay the Princess today. I know I said I would wait to see if you guys wanted more, but every time I sat down to go record some other game, all I could think of is I want to know how this game ended, so I'm back to try and figure out how it ends. I did look it up, and apparently this game takes about maybe 5 hours to complete, so we've already done like 2.5 hours, so we've still got about half the game left, I think. So yeah, we'll keep going on and see how it goes. Okay, this is where we left off. Everything went dark and we died. And the hero and the princess, back to chapter 1
You're
again.
on a path in the woods.
Okay. We're going to the cabin again.
You make your way up.
And we're going into the cabin again. I'm just really curious about all these princesses. Like,
The interior of the cabin is almost
How?
entirely bare. The
I'm not
air
gonna
is
take-
stale and
I'm not going to take the blade this time because the last couple times I've took the blade. So I'm not going to take it. We're just going to enter the basement.
the door to the basement creaks.
Hi?
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
And the creature in the
You
long
walk down
dark
the
said,
stairs and
or the
lock
long
eyes with the
quiet, or
princess.
whatever the fuck it's called,
There's a heavy chain around
did
her wrist,
say that
binding her to the farm.
you can't get the same perspectives, so you can't get the same princesses. So, hopefully this will lead me to a different princess? Hold on, let's talk first. Okay.
Okay.
I've already asked all of these questions. What are you going to do if I let you out? Yeah, keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Because we never actually followed through with that last
I
time,
don't
did
think I
we?
could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Nah, you can stay here,
But
pal.
if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
You can just stay here, missus.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Yeah, but it's also a route that
It's
I've
a
never
chance
been
we'll have
down
to
yet,
take.
so...
We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going?
Ooh, I
You
see the other
can't
side of the basement
Just
now.
leave me here.
Watch me.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
It really didn't take her long
Slip
to
these chains? She can't, right? She
To,
needed our help to
drop
get out of
her-
here.
nice facade.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Shut up, I made my decision, Narrator. No, we're sticking to the plan.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Wait, where did the blade go?
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're
you're still there.
How'd you get out your
Why don't you make
chains?
things easier on yourself and let me out.
No, thank you.
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Nah, I think I'm
She
good.
sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
You wouldn't be the
I
first
won't forget
princess
what
to
you
do
did,
that.
And I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's
I
getting
really
any
want to
weaker.
find out what is the princess's deal.
No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind
How
as
could
best you
anybody
can and huddle up against the
Go
wall.
to sleep with that. Like, excuse you?
You jolt
Are you
awake in the middle of
stupid?
the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Alright, so the princess is in here with us then.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
I did nothing, but okay.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
I think I keep making
It
all the
isn't all
bad
at once.
decisions.
The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
That's kind of cool. I
Whose
keep saying
side are
that
you on?
every
Yours,
like
of
new
course.
version of the princess
But
I
I
get,
have
but
a
the
duty to
designs are
uphold the
so
truth.
awesome.
Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer.
Oh dear lord, that's
one
creepy.
silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you.
Maybe this is a horror
You don't
game.
look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Yeah, no thank you.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd
All
say
right,
better
we're gonna
luck
die.
next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Yeah, until I come back a second
It
time.
can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I mean, that's how we end
I'm
this
sorry,
time.
but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Nightmare. Ooh, now we're getting into proper horror stuff.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, why
You're
does it
here
never
to-
let me proceed to the cabin?
A warning
What
before
the?
you go any further.
What this is though? Oh, this is my history. Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat. I
Yeah,
don't think
we
it
know.
doesn't
Oh,
matter.
voice of the paranoid.
Don't trust anyone.
I like this new voice of the paranoid. He agrees with me. Don't trust anyone.
The interior of the cabin is plain,
Ooh,
the
fancy.
smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement
Do
doorway.
I take?
The blade
blade
is your
this time?
implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh,
Hold
look at
on.
the
What happened
faces.
to the door? It's just an empty frame.
Look at the people in the windows.
She's already
Like,
gotten out, hasn't
Oh
she?
my god.
And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to
Oh,
struggle
I think this
to
is
get
my
the job
favourite
done.
one so far, man. This is cool. It's kind of
So
spooky,
deep breath
but
in,
also
deep breath out. Your task awaits,
it's
and
a
only
cool
you
atmosphere.
can
Like
do
it's
it.
spooky atmosphere, even though I've not even seen the princess.
You're
what did
right.
the mirror-
I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing
I wonder
else
what these
in here.
mirrors actually do. Like, cause they just disappear. So like, do I
There's
even need to
definitely
investigate
a
them?
mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clearly there? What's the point?
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something
I
so
don't understand
meaningless?
why the narrator
What good would
can't
it
see
even
the
do?
mirror, but we can.
Maybe he's trying to keep us from looking because there's something horribly wrong with us. No, there isn't something horribly wrong with you. You look exactly how you're supposed to look. Now stop second-guessing my every word.
I mean, isn't that kind of the point of the paranoid? I want to look in the mirror.
You
I'm
walk
just
up
going
to
to
the
keep
wall
doing it
next
in
to the
case it
empty
does
basement
something.
door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Okay, wipe the mirror clean.
You
And
reach
it's
forward
gone.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I wonder if one
I
day
hope
we're
you know how
actually going to do
ridiculous you
that
look
and
right
the
now.
mirror's going to remain? Or can we only see
Did he
ourselves
make it go away?
in the mirror?
Clearly there was something
the
in
long
there worth
quiet.
investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Okay, do we take the blade or do we just enter the basement? Either way, we're probably gonna die. So, fuck it, let's take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I mean, she's probably gonna slay us first, but sure.
Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the
If
only
only it
thing
was
you
that
need
easy.
to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Okay then, let's go then.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Wouldn't be the first time. Let's go.
You cross over the
Ooh,
threshold
this is cool.
and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Oh, they
The
are
air
eyes.
seeping
I
up from
didn't even
below
notice that.
reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
Yeah, definitely.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Why not? We're gonna die anyway, so. How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm gonna talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists. Step into the void between the stairs. How hard is it to
It
throw a
can't be
knife?
that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place. It'll be enough.
How are you so sure, Narrator? What does it mean to step off into the void between the stairs? Will I just die? Fuck it, I'm gonna try it.
You attempt to
doesn't
step
let me.
off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. I wanted to see what would happen. I was curious. I don't know. Falling in an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
I like how snarky these voices are.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, we're kind of fucked,
As
aren't
you
we?
emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks.
Right, one's got
suspended in
eyes and the other one
nothingness.
doesn't, so...
A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Wait, you died
Please
the
stop
first time?
saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Does it really matter?
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Literally, that's what I was just about to say. This is like her domain. So like, let's go left.
You turn
It
to the
doesn't
left.
really matter.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Ooh,
I told you I was going to find you.
cool.
As the princess approaches, your
Oh,
legs
this design's the
suddenly go
best one.
numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
What do you mean she isn't supposed to be like this?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Can I still stab you?
Your vision cuts out as
No.
your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming
Okay,
to
I'm
a
gonna
lurching
die again.
halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
Hey,
And then
paranoid
experience stops
the
once
real
more
G right now.
as your body reapproaches death.
He's saving us.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
heart, lungs,
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
nerves. She isn't attacking us.
Yeah, why isn't she attacking
Why?
us?
The
Wouldn't
why
she want to
doesn't
kill us?
matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
But this is the princess I want to
Your
marry.
weapon is still in
This
your
one's
hands.
cool.
Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Yeah, maybe I'm weird. Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me?
Nerves.
You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? Why won't you finish me
Because
off?
I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Liver.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Liver. The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
There's three of us in here, we're
lungs,
good.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck.
Oh no,
It
we're gonna
feels
die.
like static, And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs...
This is actually quite
liver,
intriguing.
Nerves, heart, your back, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
One moment,
lungs,
and
liver,
then you're
nerves,
gone.
heart,
Just
liver,
like
nerves,
that.
heart, lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves,
and
heart,
there's the
lungs,
fear.
nerves, she pulls away. Lungs, liver, nerves,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
nerves,
I've already done that.
lungs,
Fair.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
You're a
lungs,
lunatic, you know
liver,
that, right?
nerves,
I am what I am, and right now,
nerves,
I'm in
heart,
control.
lungs, liver,
So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
This is definitely my favourite one. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies, we can work together, we can be friends even. Oh, I'm not doing any of this, I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst, toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Okay.
Are you serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying
That's kinda
yourself
cool.
the opportunity to ever
The fact
slay
that you
her
get the choice.
and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but
I'm
maybe it's
happy.
for the best.
I like this one.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
That's fine. I'm cool with
She
being a
raises
coward.
a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Oof.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
No.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
No.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Oh?
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Gross.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is.
So she's
Anger,
going through this loop
rage,
too then?
Distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
No.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Damn, she's even broke the narrator.
Going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops. I think I broke you.
You didn't break me, you broke the narrator.
See you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Oh! This is the moment of clarity. This is the first time that I've had
You're on
a
a
third
path.
chapter
Shit. What the hell was that?
for a
Where are
while.
we? What are we doing?
Usually it
There
ends
was a
after chapter
princess,
2.
I think. It's all
Ooh,
so
I've got another voice
fuzzy.
too.
It
So I've got
hurts
Paranoid
when I
and
try to
Broken. Where's the
remember.
hero?
You
Is
should
he
know
gone?
about the princess. At least not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Damn straight I have.
I guess.
Oh, the hero's here too.
It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
We didn't leave.
We have to let her out.
No, we don't.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
I have no weapon, dude.
Slay,
I just want
We
to see
decided
what
not
she's
to do
turned
that.
into.
didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
Oh my god,
It's
all
really
the voices.
the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
This is the most voices I've
No,
had.
we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever.
I've never had the stubborn one
I
either.
think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to
How many
stuff
voices
up your
are we gonna
heart?
have, mate?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her.
Oh,
So
fuck.
we have to set
I
her
thought we
free.
were rid of this dude for good.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many
That's
of us.
what I was wondering, to be fair.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I've lost count. I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have you all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. Damn.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
I don't fucking know. I thought you could do something about it. Getting back to his earlier questions, how many times have you all been here?
Many, 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 many times. It feels like we've been here forever, but it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
Yeah, totally.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decision?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Can someone give me a straight answer?
Shut up. You were here. Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
So what do I do then? If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it. I don't know what I'm doing. You do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something. That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work? I mean, if nothing else has worked. Nothing ever works. Boo! You're the worst one. He's not the one who got us into this mess. Yeah, that would be me. Keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. The what? Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now all of you aren't letting nothing happen. Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have. I am so confused what is going on. By himself?
Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it. I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
I wish
My
Smitten
point
would go away.
exactly.
Continue to do
You
nothing.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me. Blah blah blah. Oh, what? It doesn't.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing
Yeah,
again.
I'm not in the
It
mood for
never goes
philosophizing.
anywhere.
It's way
Yes,
too early
this
to
is
be
far
doing
from
that.
the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment.
So we're
It
just
doesn't
gonna
matter
get this
what we do, because we
over with
always
then and
find
go
her,
and
and if we don't
find
find her, she always finds us.
because we can't just sit
Then
here
she
anymore.
smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
How do I do that? Can you make sense
There's
of
nothing
them?
worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Yeah, I know that,
And
but how do I
yet
fix it?
You aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Because he's new each time. Fuck it, let's just go to the
You
cabin.
slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right.
No, wait,
There's a
what?
cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna ask him
He
about the mirror.
always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
I don't think I want to give up.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
I mean, it's
You've
kind of
got
there.
to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces. She's on the other side, and we have to let her out.
No, I
It's the
refuse to
only
let her
way
out.
we
I've
can
came this
be
far. I'm not
free.
just gonna give in.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Okay, proceed.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than Nothing did.
I doubt it will,
Of
but
course
sure.
it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Yeah, my
We're
knife
one
is there
step
though.
closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment.
Alright, let's take
The
it then.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
I don't think so. It's not helped me the last couple
Take
times,
it.
so.
It's the only way forward.
What the? Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember you have to take the blade? Alright?
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
Do we jump in? Are we doing
You
a
lean
James
over the hole
Sunderland?
and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth.
Ooh!
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread.
Is that the princess?
It's she's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
What's with all the hands?
Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
That's fine. I don't need it.
All that's left is for you to take my hand and let
No.
me out.
Never.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
No, thank you.
Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something new, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Yeah, I can't actually do anything apart from take her hand.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
That's cool.
The
A lot of
motion is
people probably
difficult
hate me
at
at
first,
this
as if
point.
something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Well, you're probably gonna get taken in the long quiet. So
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
the princess exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Because you didn't win this. I did. Well, not me, but like. You do not get a chance to spawn, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Yup.
Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us?
Y'all are gone away again.
I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
What, you smitten with
Yeah.
yourself now?
I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Alright then. I wonder if I've grown any more. You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden, its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
What do you mean
It
the end of the
feels
line? Is it the end of the
okay.
line for you, or is it the end of
feels-
the line for my
Oh.
game?
I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end.
Don't break
I'll
the
be
fourth wall
free
like
of
that!
all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Honestly fair.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Right, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again, the mirror always makes them leave. You've unraveled, but I don't look any different, I don't understand. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Not a clue. I feel like I'm making her evil by just bringing her all the bad ones. Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? There's trees and stars and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think there's anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the Narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a Narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I do not know. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. Yeah, let's just go with the first one.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
How many more vessels do you need?
This one is awaiting Ma, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the
Oh!
others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Oh, okay. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your
I've
heart.
brought her like
The only
4
thing
bad
I want
ones
to see
and like 1
is
good
what you
one.
choose for me when
Maybe
the
I should get a
thread
good one
is
this
fully
time.
drawn.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here forever if I have to. What does that mean?
You have already chosen to walk along this path, and we both know you will see it to completion. But if you need more time, then I will wait with you.
Wait, do I just wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
What happened?
I never left your side.
Okay, I guess my game like cut out there, like it like closed itself, and it made me like it brought me right back to this when I opened it again. So yeah, I guess I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay.
I will be here, waiting for you.
That was kind of insane. Okay, what we're gonna
You're
do
on a
this time?
path
We're gonna
in the
try and
woods.
bring her a good heart this time.
You make your way up the short path to the camp.
We're gonna be nice to the princess, and we're gonna free her, I think.
The interior of the cabin is almost entire.
Enter the basement. We're not taking the knife.
The door to the basement.
Continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and
Hold on, let's talk first.
Okay.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I mean, it's a bit dodgy if you're not eating or drinking anything. It means
this is
you're
the
not a
only
person.
time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I would say so. What do I do? What's your name?
Oh,
Okay. I'm just going through all the same questions I've been through. I wonder if it'll give me another perspective, because it says we can't have the same one.
of course.
What are you gonna do
The
if I let you
princess
out?
hesitates.
I can't actually let her out. I can either leave her locked here. Oh no, I can't. I just get the blade.
Thank you. You turn back
So
to
I
the
can only
stairs,
kill her.
intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
But I
You
can.
better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Are all these princesses just like
Slip
evil
these
then, apart from the
chains?
first one?
She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
It makes me
I
wonder.
don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing.
When I do
but
get my ending, I
hurry
do
if
need
I
to
were
check
you.
up how many
You
endings
rush
there
up to the first
are.
floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
And if there's a good or
Okay.
a bad ending.
If we're sure
once
about
I've
this
finished
decision,
this,
I'll
obviously.
support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs.
She's
It's
not gonna
quiet.
be in her handcuffs anymore, is she?
Where the princess sat only a
Ooh,
moment
she's
ago,
gnawed off her
there's
arm.
only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she's
gotta be behind you.
nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I mean, kinda. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over?
Oh, you coward!
I am a coward.
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer?
Where are
I
you?
have something to show you.
Let's
Your
finish this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Come on out. Let's just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Well, I am not. I'll wait.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in.
Oh, that's
Come
helpful.
on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Keep
You
waiting.
wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers. You barely even realize that you've started
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna
drift
die in
off.
my sleep. This is brilliant.
Pain
Oof.
tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and
Oh
digging
god,
into
you're a monster
organs.
again. Cool.
There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone.
Where were you hiding?
Can't just end like this, right?
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. Oh, this one's called The Beast.
You're on a path in the...
Oh,
you're
come
here.
on. I don't want to go to the cabin.
A warning.
I
But
don't
she
like
will
the
lie.
fact
Does
that
a
you
cat
can't...
lie to a cornered mouse when
Ooh,
it plays with its
that you
freedom?
can't skip the, like,
Or is it
second
just acting out
chapter.
its nature?
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Alright, okay.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
No, it is not. But okay, you do you.
Maybe.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is
Ooh, this is
ruinous and
cool.
dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't know if I should take it though. Let's go see the
Walk up to
mirror
the wall
again
next to
because
the
I'm
basement
doing it
door.
anyway, so.
It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
I'm just
Reach
very
forward and
curious
rub your hand
if
against
that
the
actually
cabin wall.
does
I
anything
hope you
to
know
the
how
ending.
ridiculous you look right now.
But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone.
Okay, take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful
I'm
of
very
holes.
curious what the princess is turning into this time.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
That's cool.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way
She's
to the
not
damp earth
Wait,
floor
is
of
that
a
her?
starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see
It
only a
was
flash
her,
of the princess
and she's
before
not
she scurries
actually
away into the
attached to the
underbrush,
wall anymore.
dragging
Oh,
her
shit.
heavy chain behind her.
Or maybe she is, but it doesn't look like it.
Remember, she's just a princess.
She's not, though. She's an animal.
Certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear
Ooh, I
between
can
the
see her
leaves,
eyes.
staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling.
Fledgling.
You're right
I
to
am
be
some kind of bird
terrified.
creature then, right?
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Why did the narrator pick me?
A shiver rushes up your
I
spine
don't
and pulls
understand.
you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Don't you hear that clinking? She's in chains again, we're fine. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other, you know that, right? Fuck it, I'll just move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Ooh. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
I suppose. I was sent to kill you, blah 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 blah. What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her.
Well,
Is that
what
all
if I
the
don't want
advice you
to?
have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
Exactly. If you're not gonna help, piss
She's
off.
just a princess. Don't overthink
She's not
it.
just a princess, though.
She is clearly not. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else.
Where?
We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Like what? What do we need to do? How exactly are we supposed to take back the momentum here? Survive, wait for her to strike and hit her back.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take
Yeah,
a
I'm with
risk.
Hero here.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Yeah, but I wounded her too, so...
Look at that! We wounded her.
So unless she, like,
She wounded
heals
us.
right away...
Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly
I'm dead again,
overwhelmed
aren't I?
by her savagery. You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines,
Oof.
spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor. The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Oh, she's gonna change again.
We're not dead, we're...
Dead.
But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark.
So I'm getting a third
you
chapter on this one as well. The Den. Okay then. I'm wondering how I'm getting chapter 3s now.
You're on a path in the Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning. You felt
then.
her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
I'm not actually sure.
When
I
someone
probably
tries to
would
make
have died
you
within
dead, you have to
seconds.
hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you. Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Yeah, well, it never is with us, so...
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation, and now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
I like
And
stubborn.
how do you intend to do that? We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows. Well, no complaints
Yeah,
here.
let's listen to stubborn this
Now, hold
time.
on. We're not just going to let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
I mean, he doesn't seem to be
He's not
very...
important. He can have his secrets for
forthcoming,
all I care.
so-
She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us
She's
to
killed
want
us a
her
lot more than
dead.
twice, but sure. Okay, what's the plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her. But we're so small. We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop, that's all we need to put her on the defensive.
The path is different than it was before.
Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you
I
very
wonder if
much.
there's just like an assembly line of all these narrators.
Consider
for the
this
different
your
worlds.
last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you. We
I
don't
mean,
need your
it kinda
pep
is
talk.
the last.
I'll make sure we pull this off.
I want answers. What is going on here? What do you know that you're not telling me?
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage.
What do you mean a disadvantage?
If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
What if we just leave? What happens then? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
You make your way down to the cabin.
Oh, I like how
Your
the cabin
fated
looks this
confrontation
time.
awaits. You know what to do. We've already been over the plan. I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
I mean, it kind of counts as a
It's
plan.
a better plan than you had last time. I don't like this. I'll try to keep us breathing.
Proceed.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement.
Yes,
You'll need
I
it
know,
if you're
we're
going to
taking
do
the
this
blade.
right. Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade, even if it's not a very big one. Great, that mirror's back, and it's where the door is supposed to be. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just
I want to
stump
know
and
the
a narrow tunnel
significance
that leads to
of the
basement.
mirror and the blade.
He isn't tricking us.
I
Can
hope
you
I
feel
get
the
more
wind?
answers
It's
as
telling us there's a
like
hole
I get
in
to
that
the
wall.
actual ending.
Our eyes deceive us. If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Oh, he's back to the smashing. Great. Take the blade.
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. One step closer to ending this.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
I don't think I need to smash it. I
Mirror
just need to
isn't part of
touch
this
it.
place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm?
What do I do? Wipe it or smash it? I'm gonna wipe it.
Reach forward and wave
Yeah,
your
okay.
hand over the open hole leading to the basement.
But I didn't
See?
want to start
Nothing.
smashing stuff.
Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay.
Oh,
The
it
damp
sounds
walls
horrible.
leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
Maybe she can't talk this time
Stay
then.
quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Say nothing and silently proceed down the stairs.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed. It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
How do we know? Step into the shadows ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near
Oof.
silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. You're quick to react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment. See? I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her
She
that she
is
can
massive.
bleed too.
What the fuck
She'll
is
doubt
she?
her every move now. Her gleaming eyes watch you from the shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now. but it is a fear wreathed in fury, and beneath it all lurks something far more primal. Hunger. Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly.
I don't think I'm getting out of this.
To see her try. The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right. Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence. And yet, for all the wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground.
Of course, hard to start.
While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw.
So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? All these wounds are starting to add up.
Nah, screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit.
I don't see this going well for us, but okay.
We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct. She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening.
Oh.
Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
Take the opening and strike at her heart, or embrace instinct. Embrace instinct.
You hurl yourself towards the princess's body, carving into her not with steel, but instead with tooth and claw. You are a blur of bloodied things that tear and rend. Yes. Yes. We are not prey.
That was probably a bad idea, but whatever.
The princess howls in fear and outrage as you peel away a chunk of her flesh. But as the bloody meat slides down your throat, you feel invigorated. Your wounds burn less.
Okay, so I've
You
just
feel
become
faster,
as bad as her.
more responsive.
Okay.
Again, the more we take of her, the less she will be able to take of us. There is no time to rest if you're to do this right. She tries to bat you away with her massive paw, but as it smashes into your ribs, you clamp your teeth around the limb. You give her no time to react before snapping it from its joint.
Oof.
The princess pulls back in pained shock as you crunch through bone, devouring the arm that was part of her. It's part of you now. Your wounds heal.
Suppose that's what you get for trying to take on me.
Disgusting. I don't want to do that.
You were the one who asked if we could do this, and if it means we win, well, we have to win. Victory demands we do whatever it takes to claim it.
I didn't think it would be so dehumanizing.
I don't think we're human anyway.
But we feel bigger than her now, don't we? The feeling doesn't linger. As you choke down the last of her severed arm, she lunges, taking advantage of the distraction. In a frenzied flash of blood and feathers, she rips into your side, swallowing another piece of you.
I don't know who's gonna win.
Her arm starts to mend itself, fresh claws sprouting from developing flesh. We can't be small again. We have to take more. We have to take it now. You descend upon her again, jaws gnashing, desperate to regain your power. You both lose yourself in the rhythm of the feast. You devouring her, and she devouring you, mending and bleeding and consuming in an endless cycle, on and on.
I should have took the chance with the blade.
Come on, just one more bite, then we'll have her right where we want her.
Am I really the only one who's not on board with this? I'm gonna be sick.
The more you consume, the more the lines that differentiate you and her begin to blur, the flesh of your bodies twisting into warped reflections of what you swallow. You have to snap out of this. You can't destroy her if you lose sight of yourself. We are the predator now. There is nothing to do but embrace our true nature. But words fade into hollow vibrations as you and she continue to tear at each other in the darkness. There are no beginnings. There are no endings. There are no moments of calm. There is only savage violence.
So this is just how it's gonna end then? Both
Did you
of them
say
fighting.
no endings?
But he doesn't respond. He's gone. Oh god.
But how are we supposed
We're
to
not gonna
know
win though.
if
It's
we
just gonna go
won?
on forever.
We have won. We'll never die so long as we keep eating. We can be forever.
No, but you and she are separated. Your flesh ripped from where it joins together. Before forever can come to pass, you lock eyes. You see a new emotion. There's shame. What have we done? They ask. So this was the last body then, or the last vessel that we gave to the long quiet. You don't get the opportunity to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Alright.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why
Embrace instinct in a dark den. Approach the mirror.
now? This doesn't feel right. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the
It's
princess.
a bit late to find her. The voices, blah blah blah. Gaze into the reflection. The voices will go away. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? The cursor has changed. You are nothing at all. I am a bird. But this isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and when you see it, a figure faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, you're the narrator! A crack slides down the centre of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms in another and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I'm guessing I've got a bad ending then. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like
I
me.
have. In one of my lives, you doubted yourself. You thought that all of this was wrong. Did I? Did he?
Oh, did I? That means
I
nothing
can't
in the
remember.
grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
Others like you, you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me? Are you something else? So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them that you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
So the narrator is the bad guy then?
Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
What other questions are there? If you made me, then what am I? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
But what if I don't want to? I've got 3 more questions, it seems. Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
I still don't trust you, my dude. If I destroy her, won't I be
Yes,
alone?
you will. But it will all be worth
I
it.
don't think so. Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Run out of questions. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. My time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the long, quiet, vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. What the fuck? I think I got the bad ending. Oh wow, that looks cool.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means. What happens now? I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. So she's not bad then? Do you know about the echo?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I mean, I don't want to kill you. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Well, that's really made it
If we
clearer for me.
didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes
No, I
to
don't. What?
enlighten
I was
you,
just asking a question.
then so be it.
Don't kill me.
You are devoured.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, a ravenous symphony of death and rebirth.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but this isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Oh man!
Things more terrifying than one's own health.
I should have brought it
There's
nicer
almost nothing
ones.
more terrifying than sharing it with another.
I brought it evil
But
ones.
the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone?
No, I don't want to be
Do you
alone for
dare to
eternity.
shape the reality of solitude and thrust it on creation.
Continue to appeal to your shared humanity or reject her authority. I get it, there's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you, I just don't know how to stop the fight early and surrender. I'm gonna continue to appeal to the
You cling
humanity.
to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
I honestly feel like I'm making all of the worst fucking choices. But I'm gonna go with the continue to appeal to the humanity. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality.
Who are you bringing me
You are
now?
Nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When
Is she
I
evil?
proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation.
I don't know if this thing is
Only
evil.
With both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
We're not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine? A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused
was-
the flames of false devotion.
She was probably
And in
the
my
only
despair,
good one that I
you
got,
lifted my
honestly.
chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
This doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine?
I don't think this is working.
It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal. But ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry, Slay the Princess. You are cruelty itself and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be like this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh, my voices are back! Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence.
I don't know if I can, though.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Can you?
It's time to resume our dance.
Not again.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I am.
Then let's go.
Why would you turn help down? What the hell?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Nah, I'm good. I'd like that for old time's sake. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Oh, that sucks. If the offer still stands, could you describe the cabin for me for old time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
Look at
There's no mirror
outside these
either.
windows.
I think you broke it.
Yeah, I think I did.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
I know. Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Good riddance. I actually don't know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
It's probably a bad idea, but whatever.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah, when she was actually nice.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down the
And
stairs.
down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me?
I don't want to.
What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. I don't want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. Wait, are you the same?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
You seem nicer. I don't want to hurt anyone.
I don't think there's a way out, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget.
Oh!
Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
I don't know if that's what I want. Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do you know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
Would reset and help them?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
But it's just gonna keep happening.
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
But that doesn't seem fair. How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
See, I like this princess. But how do you know that? We'd have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different.
I know, because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
I take it all back. I don't want this and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Okay then, let's do it. I believe in us. Agree to our plan. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Slay the princess. Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
So I either kill her or agree to our plan. I don't want to do either. I don't want them to be stuck in the loop forever, but then I don't want my character to be alone forever. Oh, this is horrible. I hate decisions. Fuck. Okay.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you. I'll see you soon. Fuck it, I love you. Seems like
Everything
the time.
is going to be okay. I love you too.
I mean, it is a love story then. Kinda. The game wasn't lying about that. And it just takes us back to chapter 1 again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So
you're here
I've
to slay
forgotten
her.
then.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, so I've forgotten everything. So I guess with that, we're gonna end off the game because it just seems like constant loops. Actually, I'm gonna look up though if there is any other endings, and if there is, I'll try and see if I can get them. So give me a couple minutes. Right, well, I looked into the game and apparently there's 9 different endings for this game. So, and for most of them apart from one, you have to go through the whole game and bring the shifting mound 5 vessels each time to get to each different ending. So I just don't have the energy for that. So I'm gonna end this episode. Well, I'm gonna end this small mini series off here. I hope you enjoyed this game. I really did enjoy it, and if you want a different ending than mine, I definitely would say go out and get this game. I 100% recommend it. It's so, I don't know. It was right when both takes that I heard of this about it being a horror game and a love story were completely right. Because from what I've just seen, most of the endings are got kind of like a romantic subtext to them. But I'm not really happy with the ending I got. I would have liked something else, but it is what it is, right? And well, that's the ending I got with the choices that I made, so can't really do anything else about that. So yeah, if you're curious about any of the other endings, I'm pretty sure there's like a million videos on YouTube with all the other different endings as well. Or you can just go out and get this game and support the developers, because this is a really interesting game that has a lot of concepts and like ideas that I think that I've never really seen before in a video game. I mean, I've not played like a massive amount of video games, but I enjoyed it, and it is one of those games where I probably will go through it in my own time and just see how many endings I can knock out on my own. But yeah, for now, this is where I'm going to leave the series. Or, well, this is where I'm going to leave the game. And I'm rambling again, but that's just always me at this point. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this series. Again, check out the game. It's amazing. At least what I've played of it. There's probably a ton more that I just didn't get to see. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next series, which again, I'm still not sure what it's going to be. Because I've got so many games and I cannot choose between any of them. So yeah, until next time.